Well, this is a pretty good tier 4 and 5. There's only 3 bots and 9 real players. And looks like we got a New York division against. So I always try to take stock of the enemy battleships, and there's only the 2 in the division, so I'll handle my boat to keep it safe from them. And there's the first one right there, Father Sloppy. And there's the other one, Samurai Monkey.
Enemy destroyer sighted. Enemy cruiser detected.
Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes to starboard.
So I hit that Clemson 16 times. And I only got 7,000 damage. HE. I just loaded up AP.
Torpedoes dead ahead.
So I intentionally didn't shoot that gap right there just yet. And I know that Clemson was there. They got a lot of torpedoes. There's another DD that's unaccounted for too. But I went to the side that I'm on, these islands too, to protect myself from the 2 battleships. But it looks like they've got their attention on the west flank.
Our team has taken the lead. Torpedoes to starboard. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Those are the Clemson torps again.
Torpedoes direct front.
So suddenly it's tied up.
Enemy destroyer sighted.
That rock stopped a pretty good enemy there. So I'm trying to get a hit on this Montecholi and put him out of the game. He's been very elusive. And I see the DD. Looks like he's going to put a run on him. There he is. I got AP loaded up. I landed all the shots there. That was a pretty good volley. He actually did some pretty nice torpedo spacing. I'm trying to anticipate where I was going to go, but I just egressed away, and that gave me a chance to adjust. And I chopped throttle as I was making my volleys and turning.
Our team has taken the lead.
This is the typical Omaha player. They do slow circles, trying to prevent you from hitting their broadside. The whole thing's a citadel, but
cruiser foundered.
I know some people gravitate to that boat. I'm just not a fan of it. You can't be aggressive enough in it. It's really a long-range spammer. Yeah, I mean, if that suits your play, hiding behind islands and lobbing shells, and if you think that's playing, but I really don't think that's playing. So it's tightening up. The two New Yorks and the Podvoisky are making short work of that west flank. Tied up. We still have a 40-point lead. So what I'm doing is I'm seeing the game change in front of my eyes. They appear to be relatively dispersed from their base, so I'm thinking about a base capture. Now they take the lead and we're behind on points. Now the thing about the zones, and I'm spotted, that's the DD's got to be off to the to port. Here comes the aircraft carrier.
Fighter airborne.
There's the DD. That's a very poor valley. I didn't read that enough and put enough arc on it either. But I see this New York. Looks like he's trying to come around. I'm just going to get in the base for now. And that Podvoisky looks like he's shooting at the Glacia. So I guess he's spotted by the battleship. So I popped a hydro hoping I could pick up the Podvoisky, but I realized I can't go out because of the battleships there. But if you look at the score, and there he is. And he took some damage. And I got him to a one shot. And there it is. So that helps out. But if you're looking at the zone capture points, we're behind by about 30 points. And I'm hatching a plan. I'm going to sit in this zone until our capture points exceed theirs and either fight them or flee. But I'm contemplating fleeing and not taking any damage because, you know, it's two battleships and they know I'm here. Surprising them is going to be a little difficult. And then there's a carrier spotting me too. But to this point, I've maintained my health pretty good. I've mixed it up and only caught very minor damage. And I want to stay in the zone, so I'm letting this plane. Normally I probably would have tried to go out of the zone, but I want to get those points, so I'm going to take a pretty good hit here. That's the worst damage to this point in the fight that I've taken. There's about a 5,000 damage torpedo in it. And that one got blunted.
Fighter destroyed.
So I don't think the battleships understand my strategy. I'll fight them if I have to, But if I think I can steal this, you know, I may. I'm looking at our carrier, though, to the north, and our carrier is suddenly approaching, so those battleships are going to probably eat him up. So this is kind of changing what I can do. The carrier doesn't realize we can win this game right now if we both live. He doesn't have a clue.
Problem solved, sir.
So I don't have to stay in the zone anymore, and I really can't. It looks like this guy tarried, and to my eye, he's coming now. And so I let two racks go there. I've got two on the other side, and I'm thinking about Father Sloppy here. But I don't want to go out just yet. Let's see what my torps do. I guess correctly.
Enemy battleship foundered.
So I got fortunate. I was angled enough that his volley wasn't effective. And I think he's only really got 4 guns up front, 2 turrets of 2 barrels each. So my plan here is just to come in, get tight, get next to him so he can't, de-elevate his guns, and swing around with my bang. I can't torp here; they'll get taunted. So my plan is to swing around, but I ground out, and I get a little antsy here. Rather than swing all the way around him, I decide that I can land them all, because his only place to go is back, and I just lined him up, and I got all 3 to hit. I got a flooding, so he's on a flood. He's still on a flood zone, let's see. And I think our carrier put a bomb on him, and that's why I was able to take him out of the volley. But that was 9 shells of HE, and they all landed. So all that's left is the pesky carrier, and he's been a nuisance, that's for sure. So I don't think that carrier realized that I'm his main threat. He actually sent his torp planes at the our carrier, but he hasn't had a whole lot of success with me, so he might figure it's an easier target. But this is what he had to worry about. So I know he's going around the corner, so I'm holding the torps until I know I've got him where he can't use structure to evade them. And then I'm watching my angle indicator, and my movement is changing it. I tend to think he's turning left a little bit, and he's not. He's just going forward. And I'll remember that in the future, because I missed some torps here I shouldn't have missed. I mean, it didn't hardly matter, but it could have. It's my secondaries that pick him up. So one of the New Yorks I killed said, "What a fag" to me. I mean, yeah, I'm sure they're upset, but decent damage game. Good medals game. It was an expert. This was a replay, but it was an expert. So the team score. Yeah. I knocked down 37 planes. But yeah, this was a pretty good player. I think these two guys have played under different necks. I mean, they played pretty good. They were careful. Um, if they had been even more careful, if they had gone to get distance between themselves and me, I would have egressed, and gotten out of there. But they pushed it, so they were trying to win. You got to give them credit for that. But I liked that game. I thought that was a pretty good game.